does it. It's just something unique that we don't really see. That's something just so fascinating. You know, Bishu, the StarCraft pro gamer, StarCraft Broodor pro gamer, actually looks up to Liquid Hero and his play.
That's right, and that should tell you enough about what we think about him.
And
as
Bishu
well.
was the innovator for PvZ in StarCraft 1.
Yep.
So what do you know?
Well, the more you know. Go, Joe! Welcome, everyone, to Whirlwind, where is the first map of this best of 3 between FXO Lowely, who is the yellow Zerg in the top left corner, and Liquid Hero in the bottom right corner. Do you know? Can you pronounce Hero's real name?
I'm not gonna try.
It's like Song Hyang Diok. And like every time I try saying it, I always like mess up like crazy. But it's actually like apparently when I hear it being announced, it sounds very pretty. Hero's a very pretty name in Korean. It's like Song Hyang or something like that.
He's pretty handsome too.
He is a pretty handsome guy.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, and he's also kind of like kind of a badass because he smokes too.
Yeah.
And like people who smoke are badass. Rotterdam's pretty badass. Rhett's pretty badass. Taste is pretty badass. And
Not
Hero.
that we're saying if you're younger you should be smoking, because of course
That's
we know
right.
we all know
That's
the
right.
inherent problems with smoking. Just throwing it out there. Don't think we're
all right,
giving the
Andre.
stamp of
I'm not
approval.
thinking about it, man. But now you brought attention to it. I'm pretty sure now you're convincing. They're gonna be like, Gretorp's the reason why I'm doing this. And Pear's like, who's Gretorp? Like, I don't know, man. He's just this guy that I heard once on stream.
No.
And that's what you'll forever be remembered as, man. Oh, look at this. Lowly taking a second gas to set up for a second extractor trick. You don't see that every day. Second extractor trick.
Definitely not. Now, Lowly is the type of player that loves to do this all the time. I guess we should characterize these DVP styles and the PvZ style. Lowly is the type of player that takes a really fast 4 gases. He gets his natural, doesn't get the third base, instead really tries to tech as fast as possible, as aggressively as possible. And he gets super early Zergling speed to actually counter a lot of the early game all-ins. Because a lot of times for the all-ins you need some sort of proxied pylon somewhere on the map. And when you have Zerglings that are out so fast in high numbers and with speed, you're able to actually, stop those pylons and those probes from placing anything. So it's something really, really powerful, but the fact of the matter is it's a big map. And on big maps, it's a lot harder to actually use your tech. Normally, the 3-base type of play is the best way to do it. So I really have to watch how Lowly actually plays this out and how he probably will change his style up based on this map.
Hero a little bit misplacing his gateway, had to cancel and restart it, but it's not that big of a deal.
I pressed B, sorry guys.
Whoa, look at this.
I held B. I'm a terrible person.
You held B? Oh.
Oh, go
Andre.
ahead. What are you wooing about?
Because I saw you hit B and went back in time.
Yeah.
And I saw what happened.
Oh.
Let's hover over Lowly's main though. For just a second.
Oh! Baneling Nest gets plays. Ooh!
Man, we started off this show so good.
Oh my gosh. Man. That's the first time in history that I've ever done that on stream.
I think Rotterdam did that once too the other day. It's actually really hard because you hit V for vision and you hit B, and that's why I changed my casting hotkeys.
I should do that.
Yeah. But Baneling Nest from Lowly, but Hero scouted it with his probe, so he knows, man. Hero knows.
He knows. But uh-oh, look at this. Supply depot, that can actually be taken out. Hero, I don't know if that actually holds right there. Hero could be in a lot of trouble. Frodan.
What?
What do you think?
No, really? Is that gonna work?
That depot?
Man, I bet Hero's thinking the same exact thing. He's like looking at this probe's like, I don't know, man. Maybe there's a small hole there. And Hero's like, no, get back to work. This probe's like, no, seriously. Seriously,
he knows.
Oh, he knows. Okay, yeah, he knows, man.
He's like,
oh, this probe's like, seriously,
where do I go?
It's
Which
gonna
one?
work. He's like, he's gonna squeeze in the gateway just in time.
Nice.
Very nice.
And he gets the gateway down. The Zealot is out, so he says, "Ish, don't think so."
Yeah, he says, man, don't be hating on my wall. And I guess this probe's like, I'm really glad I listened to you, Hero, and didn't rebel against you. Man, that really does look like a one Zerglin could squeeze in between the supply depot and the forge.
Yeah.
But now But now Lowely is very, very, very far behind.
Yes. I mean, committing to a Baneling bust like that actually destroys your tech, and it destroys your capabilities of getting a super early third base. The larva is going to be limited, and when you have such limited larva, where is your advantage going to be, because you've already kind of screwed up your tech so drastically with that Baneling bust. From here, Hero just macros, and I don't mind the Stargate at all. Unfortunately, it's right underneath this Overlord's site, so of course Lowely's going to see it.
Yep. Now Lowely, let's see, he's going to attack the lair. Wow. This is pretty standard from Lowely. Loves doing 2-base tech and then gassing. So quad gases all around. Lowely, of course, last time we saw him play ZVP against Alicia was going up to Infestors, also dropping double Evo and just playing very, very low costing units other than Infestors, and try to, you know, basically prepare and receive any kind of attack. But this is Hero. He's a different kind of a PvZ player. He's very good with his harassment. He's very good with being over the map and multitasking, more so than Alicia. Alicia's more like the timing player. You know, micro very well in the big battle, execute position properly. Hero is very good with small amounts of units, and that's what makes him such a deadly player, especially in these early stages. And giving Hero an advantage is almost it's so hard to climb back against, like, because he's so good at maintaining that advantage.
That's right. I mean, all he has to do really is play his style, and as you said, because he's so good at dealing with making the most out of his units, he's actually in a position, he's actually in a position where, because he has such a massive advantage, he could be attacking and jabbing at you from all different corners, and then going along with his plan and having that huge swell of gas-centric armies that there's not even a chance for you to ever get back into the game. Like, you will never be able to keep up with the gas count because of how effective his micro is with small amounts of units. So I really, really feel fear for Lowely, as he is sort of the huge underdog in this game. We do have a very quick infestation pit. Infestors are on the way out, but this third base, it's going to be denied. And you know what? This has been the bane of Lowely's existence. Stargate play. Whenever he sees Stargate play, he's like, oh my god, please, why do you do this? Because when you go 2-base for so long, this hatchery can't be transfused. There's not enough creep extended all the way to the third base. And on top of that, you have nothing that can deal with something like a Void Ray that can't be picked up.
One pro being cute at the third base, Andre. Oh, okay. So basically what happened was he put that pylon down, and then he put another cannon, forces rings to run all the way around, and then put another pylon and warp themselves to protect his probe. I know that's such a small little thing, but the fact that he's protecting his third base while harassing the queens back at the natural, this is like classic Hero multitasking, man. Like, he's able to secure his advantages, because imagine if Lowely picks off the probe, then Hero's third is that much more delayed.
Fungrowth will go down on a single batch of Phoenixes, but I think he should back up from there. Hero playing it very smart. Now, these Phoenixes are actually wonderful against Infestors. And why do I say that? Because it sounds so counterintuitive, but the fact of the matter is, we've seen Hero do it where he actually disables the Infestors from even being used, and then all of a sudden he has this timing attack with Zealots, which don't make too much sense against a lot of Infestors, but all of a sudden, if he disables the Infestors, forces them to actually use all their energy up on the Phoenixes, then what energy do you have to use for those Zealots? And all of a sudden, you don't have the resources to actually deal with this attack.
And he still's got his Void Ray to help with that if he really wants to pool it for some way to snipe Infestors. Well, here we go. This is a non-conventional attack from Hero. He's going to send in some of his Zealots, and he's staggering them. He's not sending them all at the same time, and as I say that, all of them get clumped up. But that's okay, because Hero's now got a few more Zealots, and I guess Lowely's going to be holding very nicely, but just like you said, he's baiting it out so that way he can attack some of the Infestors. But you know what? Lowely handled that very, very well.
Yeah.
And you know what? That was a good reflex from Lowely, and he stabilized.
Yeah, accounting for the Banelings, I didn't think of that, but of course Lowely did, and that's why he's a tip-top player. This guy is able to fend off the Hero's defense or attack very easily. Look at how many Infestors he has on the field. Now, the scary thing is, look at Hero's base. He already has Archons out. Do you know what that means? He already has his Templar Archives out. So feedback is going to be so strong against Lowely. And Lowely is actually going to go for it. He's going to try to pressure up. Obviously, Infested Terrans are so powerful, but if some money feedbacks actually come off, we might be seeing a very different game.
Yeah, Lowely's going to try to pressure this third, but this third's been up for a very long time. And Lowely's like, whoa, his infrastructure is so established. He's got gateways, cannons, pylons everywhere. In fact, Lowely's, I don't know how he would break this other than Infested Terrans. Certainly not enough Zerglings there in that pack to do anything. So you can see the hero's also getting +2 weapons, which is a very critical upgrade for his Archons. It just gives him it gives him 43 damage. That is just insane. And as soon as Lowely tries to take a 4th base, his Void Ray denies it again. I mean, I think all these small things are really giving Hero just such a strong mid-game advantage. It's kind of cool to see him going for kind of a charge Archon like composition and kind of really steering away from Stalkers, because everyone goes Stalkers.
It's such a Brood War-esque composition, actually. You saw Zealot Archon so much in Brood War. So it's kind of like a flashback to those days. Infestors are going to go ahead and clean up this one single Void Ray that's been causing so much problems all game long. And nicely done by Lowely. But this is the problem. War Prism has 2 High Templars and 2 Zealots in there. And let me tell you, 2 Storms can actually do a ton of damage. He's going to fly over this 4th base over here. And I wouldn't be surprised if Hero just goes ahead and starts warping in units. This is so smart. Don't actually reveal these High Templars. So if Infestors come, it's a trap, Frodan.
Yeah, very nice. It makes it look like it's just a simple Zealot drop. But now Lowely cancels the expansion. Heroes containing the 3 base. Lowely does have Infestors kind of in position for this 3rd base. If Hero can still get off the Storms, there's a lot of drones here, Andre.
Oh, he's still baiting it, Frodan. He's baiting the High Templars over. Or the Infestors over,
Yeah,
rather.
he really... Oh, you're right. Can he be able to get it off? He's going to try to go for some Storms. He does get it off, and Hero kills a dozen drones just like that, and a couple more as well. 24 workers killed in the flank from behind as well. Lowely's Infestors are completely trapped. Feedbacks as well. Archons coming in for the damage-dealing flank. More Zealot Warping. Just like you said, Andre, this is so Brood War-esque. GG. Hero takes game number 1 with poise and style and flash. I can't even.
I wish that was like what's it called? Like a mobile.
That was sexy.
Animated.
Woo!
I wish that was an animated graphic right there, where he just goes.
That
flips his air.
That was. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff. I felt like that was like a day 9 moment where it goes like, yeah. That's exactly what I felt like, man. I was just like, that's an awesome moment to recognize. And if I ever pulled that off, I'd be like pulling everyone around me. Like, look, I hit the T button and Storm.
and then I used F a little bit, and it looks so good.
Yes, look how I did everything.
And then I did Z click, Z click, Z click, Z click, and got a lot of units. That was amazing, though, honestly.
Yeah, that was an awesome game, and that just goes to show you the level of play that Hero is playing on. That game was brought to you by Twitch. Thanks so much for providing support for the stream and everything you do for esports Twitch. Where would we be without you guys? We'll be back with game number 2 between Hero and Lowely. What's going to happen? I don't know, but stay tuned. Boom! We're out.